Was Nevada Energy's brand new daily demand charge built to take advantage of its customers? Well, Nevada Energy recently invented a new charge to add to its customers' bill, and it calls this charge the daily demand charge. So, what the heck is it? Well, I'm an NV Energy customer. I got a letter on October 22nd, and the letter kind of explained what Nevada Energy is going to be doing. The first heading it says is the demand charge helps cover the cost of delivering power to your home or business. So, what does that mean? Well, I pulled out my September bill to see what the charges were, and it contained an entry for basic service charge, cost of $18.24. Now, this does not include any charges for electricity, so I foolishly thought that this basic charge was the cost to deliver energy to my house, because as far as I know, that's all NV Energy does. It's never brought me a sandwich, and I don't expect it's going to bring me a shrubbery anytime soon. So what the heck else is this basic service charge for? Anyway, the letter continued, and it said, when the demand charge goes into effect, this is how it will work. And this is the interesting part here. The first thing it says is each day we look at the 15-minute period when you use the most electricity. Now, this is different from the surge pricing that everybody hates when Uber's really, really busy, or maybe a fast food place is going to raise prices. It's not a demand supply thing. It's when you personally use the most electricity. That's the 15-minute slot they're going to capture. Next, it says we will measure that peak usage in kilowatts and multiply it by the demand rate, and here it's 14 cents per kilowatt. And then the third thing it does is it says the calculation resets daily. And at the end of your billing cycle, we add up all of your daily amounts to get your demand charge. So customers will pay for their basic services, which includes no electricity, and then they're also going to be paying this rate based on the highest 15-minute use each and every single day. So we're also told, though, we have the option of paying less, and unfortunately that involves interrupting our lives. I mean, we could simply not use the air conditioning in Vegas in the summertime. That'll help keep our bills low. If you happen to have an EV vehicle, instead of plugging it into your house where it's convenient, just go to a charging station, sit in your car for a long time, pay a higher rate. That'll work too. Maybe when you get home from work, don't turn on the TV, don't turn on the electric stove or oven, don't do laundry, because all those things might click up your 15-minute interval and make you have to pay more money. Now, another section in NV Energy's letter says, why is this charge necessary? And we get an explanation. It says the demand charge does not generate revenue for NV Energy. Well, I find that a little bit puzzling, so I thought I'd try to dig a little deeper, and I came up with a theory. See, back in May of 2025, the CEO for NV Energy resigned. Why? Well, there was this little scandal where they've been overcharging tens of thousands of customers for electricity since 2017, and NV Energy had to pay $17 million. Well, fast forward from May till September of 2025, what happened? Well, NV Energy was going to have to pay its customers $32.6 million in addition to the $17 million it was already paying for the continuing scandal. But it gets better. In June of 2025, NV Energy asked its customers to pay $16 million in expenses, and this included an executive hotel stay in Washington, D.C., Phoenix, chauffeur limousine services, airfare to Europe, airfare to Asia, alcohol, and meal charges. So maybe the demand charge truly is not generating revenue for NV Energy. Maybe it's just contributing to NV Energy's party fund. Finally, the NV Energy letter says the demand charge also helps correct an inequity between customers with rooftop solar and those without, to ensure everyone is paying their fair share of the costs that help modernize and maintain our delivery system. So NV Energy wants to punish its customers who create their own clean energy at a substantial cost because it takes away from the monopoly's revenue. Well, if it actually is true that it costs more to modernize and maintain the grid than NV Energy is already charging its customers, then why not be transparent and include that in the bill? Maybe it should be part of the basic services charge. And if not, well, I looked at my bill and it's got a whole host of line item charges that could simply, well, this could be a third one or a fourth one or a seventh one. Already I've got temporary green power financing, renewable energy program, energy efficiency charge, natural disaster protection plan, expanded solar access program. I mean, you get the picture. Yeah. In other news, News 8 reported on October 22nd, 2025, that NV Energy is planning an extensive customer education program in the new year regarding this new daily demand charge. I mean, personally, as a customer of NV Energy, I would prefer transparency from NV Energy regarding this new change rather than a feel-good propaganda campaign sometime in the future. What do you think? Is this going to be a new model for all power companies throughout the United States? Is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea? Drop a comment below.